Have you ever wondered what would happen if the invisible yet potent force of radiation were to burst out of control? The Chernobyl disaster is one such instance that gives us the chilling answer. In the early hours of April 26, 1986, in the then Soviet Union, a catastrophic nuclear accident occurred at the number 4 reactor in the Chernobyl nuclear power plant near the city of Pripyat. This was not just an ordinary accident. It was the worst nuclear disaster in the history of humankind. The roots of this disaster trace back to a safety test simulating a power outage designed to aid the development of a cooling process. Ironically, it was this test that led to the explosion and subsequent fires that released at least 5% of the radioactive reactor core into the atmosphere. In the aftermath, emergency crews rushed to fight the fires and manage the situation. But the invisible enemy, radiation, was already seeping into the environment, rapidly impacting everything in its path. The first responders, unaware of the full extent of the hazard, suffered acute radiation sickness, and many perished. For 10 days following the incident, the damaged reactor spewed radioactive substances into the atmosphere, which then spread over much of Western USSR and Europe. The Soviet government initially attempted to hide the incident, but the large amount of radiation detected at a nuclear plant in Sweden led to the truth being unveiled. In the weeks and months that followed, a massive cleanup operation took place, involving more than 600,000 workers. These brave souls, known as liquidators, faced extreme conditions and significant radiation exposure. The town of Pripyat, once bustling with life, now lay abandoned, a ghost town echoing with the remnants of its past. An exclusion zone of about 19 miles was set up around the reactor, a grim reminder of the disaster. The Chernobyl disaster is a stark example of the devastating effects of radiation. Radiation, a form of energy emitted by atoms, is ubiquitous and usually harmless, but when emitted in large amounts, as in the case of a nuclear disaster, it can cause severe harm. Radiation sickness, cancer, genetic mutations, these are just some of the health effects linked to high radiation exposure. And it's not just humans who are affected. The environment around Chernobyl still bears the scars of radiation, with reduced biodiversity and mutations in wildlife. But radiation's impact doesn't stop there. It has a long-lasting legacy. The environment around Chernobyl will remain radioactive for thousands of years, and the health effects can span generations. In summary, the Chernobyl disaster serves as a chilling reminder of the power and danger of radiation. A test gone wrong led to an explosion that released a significant amount of radioactive material, causing immediate and long-term damage to people and the environment. The scars of Chernobyl are still visible today in the abandoned cities, the health effects, and the contaminated environment. It's a lesson on the importance of safety and transparency, and a testament to the destructive power of radiation when unleashed.